Hello, wonderful people. Welcome back to this wonderful channel. It has happened again. The Senate has been looking at a bill to regulate Christian practices in Nigeria, and of course, you know what that entails. If these people are actually looking into regulating Christian practices in Nigeria, and there is this saying, there is this rumor that was going on the other time that the aim of this incoming government is actually to fulfill the vision of Islamizing Nigeria. And of course, you know that if that comes to pass, that is going to be very difficult for Nigerians. And of course, you know that the incoming president is a Muslim, the vice is a Muslim, and the battle of the Senate president is currently ongoing, and nobody knows who is going to become the Senate president. And if the Senate president ends up also becoming a Muslim, and of course, you know also who the chief judge is. That is to say that Nigeria has completely become an Islamic nation. Let's go down to this news. But before that, if this is your first time of joining us on this channel, please go ahead and hit the subscription button for me. Also, hit the like button, then share this news everywhere. Also, on your notification button so that when we are posting news, you will be the first to be seeing our news. Let's go down to this news proper. And if this ends up to happen, I'm telling you, Nigeria is in a big trouble. It's gonna be like somewhere like Turkey and Afghanistan, all these places that were once dominated by Christians, and all of a sudden everything changed and the nation became a Muslim nation. Let's go down to that. A bill seeking to create a national center for Christian education to regulate and set standard for the practice of Christianity in Nigeria has passed the second reading at the Senate. The bill was sponsored by Senator Binus Yaro, representing Adamawa South Senatorial District. Yaro claimed that the center, when established, would aid in resolving the country's inappropriate practice of religion, which, according to him, had in the past led to issues. Weighing in on the decision, Senator Stephanus Gian of the Plateau North Senatorial District argued that improperly practiced religion has fostered radicalism. Gian noted that religion could be a source of strength and national solidarity if followed properly, adding that the bill, when established, will create a curriculum for Christian education. Senator Ama Moro, who also spoke, said the bill was apt given that some youngsters had been duped by radical religious figures. Moro maintained that the misinterpretation of the Quran and the Bible was a contribution factor to some of the nation's problems. Presiding over the debate, Senate President Ahmed Lawan put the bill to a voice vote and it passed second reading, which was later referred to the Committee on Education for additional legislative input. So you see, as this case is going, some people might not be able to understand these things, but if actually this bill is passed and passed the third reading, of which will become a law that will be enacted in Nigerian constitution, and that is to say that the government will now have the power to be able to regulate religious activities. And of course, you find out that this thing is targeted against Christians, not just talking about religion. First thing is a standard for Christian practices. This is just for Christian practices, and maybe it will be a time whereby you will be told that you don't need to be playing music in your church, or you don't need to do this in your church, or this is a way you have to be worshiping in the church. And this is going to infringe the right to freedom of worship, because prior before this time, Nigeria had what is called freedom of worship. You have the right to worship what you want to worship, where you want to worship, whether you want to become a Muslim, whether you want to become a Christian or an I do watch for whatever you think you want to be, you are free to do that. But this bill that is on the reading now is actually going to regulate activities of especially Christians, and I think that this thing is actually targeted against Christians. So nobody knows what is going to be the unfolding of this particular bill that has been passed, and these people passing bill talking about religion and the rest of them. I don't think that religion is actually the issue of Nigeria at the moment, because Nigeria has other issues to face. Now, look at the just concluded election, where everybody is having issue. The citizens of Nigeria somehow are not happy of the outcome of the election. The election was declared around 4 a.m. in the morning. Of course, you know that Nigerians were sleeping as at that time, and many people are not happy with the things going in Nigeria. No electricity, no good road, and the rest of them. The price of things are skyrocketing. Look at fuel, the price of fuel, gas, and kerosene, the price of petroleum in this nation. Nigeria has crude oil. These things are being gotten in our country, exported outside the country, and we import it back again after it must have been refined. Now, why not the government start looking on this direction, at least to stabilize the economy? If not for anything, for the poor masses who are suffering. They themselves are senate, governors, president, and the rest of them, and they don't even know whether the cost of things are going high. It does not concern them, because after their salary, the government still give them extra money, maybe pocket money, and the rest of them to take care of their bills. They are being given a cloth allowance, security allowance, food allowance, and the rest of them to be able to take care of themselves. But the citizens who are out there does not have access to such allowance. So I think this is the area that the government should be going into, not to start talking about religion, start talking about Christianity and the rest of them, how to be able to regulate it. Let them go first and regulate the prices of things and bring down the price of fuel. Now, the government has said that they are going to remove fuel subsidy. Of course, you know what that means, that if fuel subsidy is removed, of course, you know that somehow fuel will be sold in this nation for around 400 naira. You know the price of gas now. Price is between 800. Gas is between 800 and 900. That's diesel, and kerosene is not even what you can just talk about now. So I think this is the area the government should be delving into, looking on how to solve. They left matters that concerns the nation, and they are talking about people who are doing religion. Nobody forces anyone to do religion. It is what you want. If you want to practice religion, that's your own. If you want to go to church, that's your own. If you want to go to the mosque, that's your own. But this senator should move out of all these babblings that they are doing. Yes, this is pure babbling. You are made a senator to be able to take care of your district, to be able to take care of your constituency. But you know that these senators will be there for 8 years and more without even contributing anything to their community. Things will be going haywire in the community where they are made senators. They don't make any contribution, just to bring useless issues that does not have meaning. Some of them go to their constituency. You find that there is no good road there. There is no electricity, no road network. Because if you put a good road network in your constituency, good business will come in there, development will come in. If there is stable electricity, at least the prices of things can go down. If there is a stable electricity in Nigeria, Nigerians will not be talking about fuel. Yes, those who are using fuel will be only to power their vehicles. But here, there is no stable electricity. Sometimes, in some places, you have light one day, another the next 10 days, you will not even see light, and people ends up buying fuel to power their generator. So I think this is the area the Senate should be looking into, and not to start talking about religion and things that does not. How does religion even affect people in this nation? How does it affect people in this nation? No, tell me. How does religion affect people in this nation? Because these people end up doing what I don't even know. Religion has no effect on anything in this nation. I'm telling you the honest truth. Religion has no effect in anything that is going on in this nation. It is then the senators, those politicians that are spoiling this nation, squandering the nation's money, and they expect the people to keep quiet. Meanwhile, if this is your first time of joining us on this channel, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel, like, share, and comment so that whenever our news drop, you'll be the first to collect it. Thank you for listening. God bless you.